Mini episode 1146 of the FDH Lounge is brought to you by Sportsology, delivering unconventional columns and webcasts about sports, TV, music, movies, and more. Follow them on the web at sportsology.com.
The FDH Lounge. You want to schedule your life around it.
A long time ago, on a gloomy, wet Cleveland spring night, two men stand alone amidst the late-night drizzle. Their voices echo across the vacant station parking lot as they debate the merits of the great American radio show that have been missing for far too long. On that night, an idea was born. That idea became the FDH Lounge. Welcome to the FDH Lounge.
Hello and welcome to FDH Lounge mini episode 1146, the weekly FDH football preview show. I'm FDH Managing Partner Rick Morris here with our college and non-college and fantasy and non-fantasy preview for Week 1 of the 2019 NFL season. We've got our college football playoff rankings, college and pro picks, and fantasy football recommendations. We start with our weekly rankings for the college football playoff. 1 Clemson, 2 Alabama, 3 Oklahoma, and 4 Georgia. Our next 4 in are 5 Ohio State, 6 Texas, 7 Michigan, and 8 Notre Dame. Also, our NFL Power Rankings are up every week at the FDH Lounge Multimedia Magazine at thefdhlounge.blogspot.com. Our college football picks last week on the blog went 3-2. Here's our picks for this week. Ohio +4 over Pittsburgh, Cincinnati +16 over Ohio State, Texas A&M +17 over Clemson, Texas +6.5 over LSU, and USC -1 over Stanford. Here's our NFL picks for Week 1. Chicago -3 over Green Bay, Atlanta +4 over Minnesota, Philadelphia -10 over Washington, Baltimore -6.5 over Miami, Kansas City -3 over Jacksonville, LA Rams -1 over Carolina, Seattle -9 over Cincinnati, Indianapolis +6.5 over the LA Chargers, Tampa Bay -1 over San Francisco, Detroit -2.5 over Arizona, Dallas -7 over the New York Giants, Pittsburgh +5.5 over New England, and Houston +6.5 over New Orleans. For the big three this week, it's Cleveland -5.5 over Tennessee and the New York Jets -2.5 over Buffalo. The 1,000-star gold-plated lock of the millennium for NFL Week 1 is Denver -2.5 over Oakland. Now for our fantasy football segment. Remember, we strongly discourage overmanaging in fantasy. You don't pull your top guys unless they're hurt or on a bye, period. Don't let the matchups or everything geeks tell you anything different. Here's our list of guys that you go with as long as you're confident they'll be playing. QB, Patrick Mahomes. Running back, Saquon Barkley, Le'Veon Bell, Nick Chubb, Ezekiel Elliott, Melvin Gordon, David Johnson, Alvin Kamara, Christian McCaffrey, and Joe Mixon. Wide receiver, Devontae Adams, Keenan Allen, Odell Beckham, Mike Evans, Tyreek Hill, DeAndre Hopkins, Julio Jones, Juju Smith-Schuster, and Michael Thomas. Tight end, Zach Ertz, Travis Kelce, and George Kittle. As always, our Thursday NFL picks and fantasy plays are up on our Twitter account at the FDH Lounge. Now here's our non-gimme picks for the week. We like 17 QBs: Tom Brady, Drew Brees, Kirk Cousins, Sam Darnold, Jared Goff, Lamar Jackson, Baker Mayfield, Cam Newton, Dak Prescott, Phillip Rivers, Aaron Rodgers, Ben Roethlisberger, Matt Ryan, Deshaun Watson, Carson Wentz, Russell Wilson, and Jameis Winston. We like 17 running backs: Chris Carson, Tevin Coleman, Dalvin Cook, Kenyon Drake, Austin Eckler, Leonard Fournette, Devontae Freeman, Todd Gurley, Mark Ingram, Josh Jacobs, Duke Johnson, Kerryon Johnson, Aaron Jones, Philip Lindsay, Sony Michel, David Montgomery, and Damian Williams. We like 15 wide receivers: Tyler Boyd, Antonio Brown, John Brown, Brandon Cooks, Stephon Diggs, Will Fuller, Chris Godwin, Kenny Golladay, Josh Gordon, Tyler Lockett, Calvin Ridley, Curtis Samuel, Sterling Shepard, Mike Williams, and Robert Woods. And we like 7 tight ends: Jared Cook, David Njoku, Evan Engram, Hunter Henry, TJ Hawkinson, OJ Howard, and Delaney Walker. Thank you for joining us for this week's FDH Football Preview Show.
As we bring the show to a close, we would like to extend our deepest gratitude to NBC, CBS, ABC, Fox, all Clear Channel affiliates, TNT, TBS, USA, UPN, Deadspin.com, YouTube.com, YTMND.com, MySpace.com, various blogs, Fox News, CNN, CNBC, MSNBC, IamBoard.com, Billboard.com, Google.com, ESPN, ESPN2, ESPN News, ESPN Classic, NBA TV, NFL Network, Sports Time Ohio, Athlon Magazine, Comedy Central, Cartoon Network, The Boomerang Channel, QVC, BET, The Spice Channel, Steno Notebooks, Manwich, Papermate Office Supplies, waitresses, strippers, bartenders, garbage men, janitors, microwave popcorn, the writers of The Office, Scrubs, Entourage, My Name is Earl, Oz, Metalocalypse and the Boondocks, Aquafina, and the Periodic Table of Elements.